Hi yogis, thank you for joining. This is a slow yoga flow to stretch properly, to tone the body, connect your body and mind and relax. Please see the links in the video description, leave comments and subscribe for my channel if you haven't yet. It means a lot to me. Feel free to use yoga brick or block. It's good to sit up on something higher, so better position for the pelvis, and knees are lower than your hips. Strap if you have tight shoulders. And we start with eyes softly closed, the best way to connect. Feeling your breath. Few yogic breaths from the back of the navel to the rib cage, chest, upper chest and down. At least count of 6 your in-breath. Notice the pause and the same length as your out-breath. And a little pause between every in-breath and out-breath. From the back of the navel, all the way up, your ribcage expands into your chest. And exhale all the way down. Expansiveness with in-breath. Relaxation and more connectivity with out-breath. Breathing through the nose in yoga. Nose is to breathe. Mouth is to eat. Make your way on your knees and hands, tabletop. Keep your brick handy on your right side if you use a prop. So time to stretch those legs. Extend your right leg and push through the heel. Rock forwards and back a few times. Shift your left foot towards the edge of the mat for better balance. Shift to the side, ground your foot. Open in gate pose. Just change my side so I can face you. Gate pose. Take a few rotations with your arm to open through the chest, to mobilize through the shoulder joint. In-breath, hand up, then towards the foot, out-breath down and all the way. As you breathe, you can follow your hand with your gaze, so you move your neck as well, perhaps releasing the tension there. We usually hold lots of tension in the neck, which affects whole body, spine. Great. Keep this hand up, lift your leg, straighten, push through the heel, like pushing imaginary wall with your foot, so you dorsiflex your foot. Light on your lower hand. Stay here or bend your knee, hold your foot and stretch. Take your knee away. Still keep your knee in line with your hip. Stretch, 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 stretching those quadriceps. If it doesn't work for you, actually you can use a strap there or just stay this way. It's no such a better or worse pose. Just whatever works best for you. Slowly release, perhaps feeling the difference right and left side. The other leg extends. Rock a bit forwards and back. So your left leg, if you did right first, usually we do right side first. Shift to the side, open up, press through the foot, take a few circles. As you breathe, follow your hand with your gaze, with the in-breath opening all the way up, out-breath closing. You can do slow movements, and long breaths are good. When your hand in line with the shoulder now, lift your leg, push through your heel, kind of lifting from the lower hand as well, and light there, not collapsing. Stay here, toning the body, stretching, or bend your knee, hold your foot. And at this point, it's nice to gaze down and just stretch just through the shoulder, from the lower hand to your upper hand. Release. We take a few cat-cow walks, nice after the previous stretch, to awaken the spine with the in-breath, chest and pelvis away from each other. Stretch through the chest, open up. Out-breath, stretch your spine up, draw your belly in, pushing through those hands in cat pose. And a few more with your breath. As you exhale, you can engage through the pelvic floor as well for the most benefits. Tone those muscles and stimulate those energy locks. Nice. Come back to the center. Sit back to child pose. Feeling the spine, rotate the shoulders back and down. Look towards the hands. Your index fingers are pointing to the front, fingers are spread. Hands are slightly wider than your shoulders. Keep those arms extended. Keep your hands where they are. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Paddle your feet. Take your chest over your hands, coming on tiptoes. And push through the hands. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Take your heels towards the mat or on the mat. Straighten your legs if you can, but knees bent are also good if it feels better for you. But feel those quadriceps. They are quite lifted, the muscles above your kneecaps. From this position, lift your right leg up and shift your foot to the hand. If your foot somewhere there, adjust. But also you can shift your foot to your hand from tabletop, whatever works best for you. From there we rise up with legs straight, back foot toes slightly in, arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, reach to the front. Out breath, hinge from the hip. Land your hand where it lands, or use the brick, choose the height. And keep opening your torso, your navel, chest, to the side and up to the sky. Legs strong in triangle, which is a Shikonasana. Great. Neck follows, so aware that you are not lifting your chin. Chin is relaxed, neck extension of your spine. Palm is back. Hand is reaching towards the opposite hip or thigh. Look down. Step your back foot closer. Fingertips under your shoulder. You can make more space, so your hand or fingertips a bit away. Or you can use a brick or block. And perhaps this is your practice, gazing down. Lift your leg higher and straighten through both legs. Balance. Or slowly and surely open to the side. Take this hand up in line with the shoulder. Straighten through those legs. Lifting from the earth to the sky, strong and open. Lifted leg. Foot is dorsiflexed, like kicking through your ankle. And also an option is to bend the knee and hold the foot as we did from gate pose. Going from Ardha Chandrasana half moon to sugarcane pose. But you don't have to. With the next out breath, slowly release everything. We are in plank. Push through the heels. Hands grounded, fingers spread. Perhaps feeling right, left side a bit different. Nice line from the heels to the crown of the head. Anytime feels too much, you can take child pose. So now we drop the knees, chest, chin, going through Vinyasa or your choice. Lift your chest using the lower back in Cobra. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Long exhalation, we join in downward facing dog, Ardha Svanasana. Inhale deep, exhale long. From knees down or from this position, your transition, left foot to the hands. So an option to lift the leg or your best option and shift the foot to the hand. Back foot grounds, front foot grounds. Rise up with the legs straight. So the length between your feet about the length of your leg. Back foot toes slightly in. Arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, long torso. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Plant your hand where it lands or use your prop. And start rotating to the side and up. Breathe in, Utthita Konasana triangle pose. Gaze up through your fingertips. If you cannot see your hand, take your hand slightly to the front. Usually is the right alignment. Or gaze is neutral if it's too much for your neck to gaze up. But basically you are gazing from this opening, from the whole upper body to the sky. Release your hand. Step your back foot closer. Fingertips or brick, or for some people perhaps hand under your shoulder, can be slightly away. Balance on the left foot and lift your right leg. First option, gaze down, straighten your legs. Second option, open to the side, and then hand goes up in line with the shoulder. And again, you are strong stretching there from the earth to the sky. In half moon pose. Light on your fingertips on your brick. Staying there with leg extend and lifted leg, foot dorsiflex, like kicking through the ankle, or bend your knee. Hold your foot and press your toes against your hand and stretch there. Gaze down at this point. Breathe, most important. Expansiveness with in-breath, more connectivity and stretch with the out-breath. Wherever you are, next out-breath, release your hand, your leg, and from plank, now you can take the knees, chest, chin, to release and stretch to align your cobra, or your hands slightly back, lifting the knees as well in upper dog. From the knees or toes, we exhale towards the belly, and we take downwards facing dog. Again, as our meeting point, as transition. Look towards the front and step or walk or hop to your hands. Feet about hip width apart. Hold the big toes with thumb, index and middle finger, like making a little hook. Bend your knees if you need. Inhale, long spine, spaciousness around your abdominals. Out breath, fold. Pressing those toes against your fingers. Elbows are wider. Breathe, relax your head and chest. As you breathe and relax, perhaps you can straighten your legs more. Great, release. So hold hands down, make your way to plank. And from there we drop the knees down and make the way to seated. We take the soles of the feet together and take those heels closer towards the center of the body at this point. Your elbows or forearms can press against the shins and help to open the hips area more. In cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana, perhaps staying upright from there, deep opening in your hips area, good for your lower back, those openings. Or you can fold, going a bit closer your upper body towards the earth. And now we take those feet a bit further, so about 2 hands from your center of the body to your heels. and see what is the difference in your stretch. Perhaps you can fold deeper here and relax. You can take more yin approach when you don't care much about the lines, only relaxing those muscles so we can stretch deeper tissues when we relax those muscles. Great. With the next breath, come to upright. Extend those legs. Hands behind your body, fingers facing towards the body. Legs together, toes are pointing. First option, open your chest. Second option, lift your hips, toes down in reverse plank. Slowly release, make your way on your back. We take the spinal twist, which is great for nervous system and your spine towards the end of practice. Shift your hips to the right of the mat. Drop the knees to the left. You can use the prop if you have under the knees. Or take your right knee on the top in crossed leg twist. So now your knees, they don't have to touch the ground. It's more important that your right side, your shoulder blade, relaxes on the mat. And your right arm is as high as your shoulder remains relaxed. You can take those knees higher. And just turn away from your knees, upper body, halfway to the other side. Gaze to the other side. And eventually close your eyes. Enjoy your twist. Come back to the center. The same twist to the other side. Change the cross of your legs if you have them crossed. Shift your hips to the left, knees to the right, as low as your left upper body remains relaxed on the mat. Come back to the center. Uncross your legs if you have them crossed. Center yourself on the mat. Briefly, legs up. Hold the big toes if you can. Knees are out. And moving a bit in Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. Release the hold, squeeze your knees to your chest, squeeze yourself like into the little ball. Long exhalation, extend your legs, arms in Shavasana. Allow those ankles to drop. Inhale, slightly pause. And exhale through the mouth, release your breath. Inhale through the nose, slightly pause. Release the breath. Move your head from side to side. Find the center. With your eyes softly closed, relax your face. Relax your tongue. Your chin towards your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly. Hands. Palms and your fingertips. All body is relaxing, melting into support beneath. And if you're still holding any tension, just holding onto something, allow your breath to wash it, your natural flow of the breath. Like ocean waves are washing a shore. You can stay longer in your Shavasana. If it's time to finish your practice, bring gentle movements to your body. You can move your head from side to side. You can move your fingers, your toes, ankles and wrists. Take your time, draw those legs together, take your arms above your head, give yourself a nice stretch like in your bed. Flex and point your feet. Bend your knees, roll on your side and relax there for a moment. With your next breath, press yourself to upright, where we started in your upright position. Last few moments with awareness of yourself. Palms towards your heart, and think where you can apply this openness, strength and flexibility you have created in your body and mind, where you can apply it in your daily life. Ready to take your practice off your mat. Namaste.